Hey, I'm Hunt, and this is Hunt on LSU, your channel for LSU Fighting Tiger football talk. Enjoy the video. We want you to leave a comment below, hit that like button, and subscribe right below the video. Enjoy. It's the football off season, especially from a college perspective. So oftentimes you'll see lists like this and stories like this come out, and they're fun to kick around at times. I know Matt Moscona on AFR has a bit about how dumb they are, and at times they can be. But this one I thought was fun, and I've got a little bit of a discrepancy here and there with it, and I just kind of wanted to put it in your brain, see what you think. Get on the Bayou 4 chat and let us know what you think as I kind of roll through this. But Manny Navarro put this up yesterday evening, and I was rolling through it, and his exercise that he's doing for different states across the country is to take it says the last 2 decades, so I don't know if it's exactly 20 years, if there's a little bit of wiggle room, but basically he calls that the modern recruiting era, and he went and formed an All-Louisiana Team based on high school recruits. And so I thought it was interesting. My first thought is, okay, well, how many of them did LSU get? How many of them did LSU not get? And then the question remains, are there guys that they didn't think of or that I think got displaced on this list? So let's roll through here, and we'll start on offense. There are 12 members of the offense. They've got an all-purpose, and then you got 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, and 5 offensive linemen. Doesn't say guard, tackle, center, just says O-line. So this side of the ball, LSU actually was clearly had the most representation, but it was only 5. There are 7 that did not attend LSU. So as you look at this, the quarterback on this team, and I'm assuming this clearly does not go back to Peyton Manning nor Eli Manning, who were right around, Peyton was mid-90s, and Eli was right there in the late 90s coming out. Dak Prescott is the quarterback on this team, and I don't have huge qualms with that. I can't think of anybody that went somewhere, and certainly not anybody at LSU, that merits anything better than Dak Prescott put out there. So, and again, this has nothing to do with how they did in the NFL. This is purely a college performance based on Louisiana recruits. So I'm okay with Dak there. The first running back is Leonard Fournette. I have no issue with that. He's the best running back I have ever seen at LSU. I try not to use hyperbole when I say that. There are only a few guys that I label from their position to position as the best I've seen at LSU. Leonard is one of them, so I have no qualms with that. And then if you're just talking about college production, you would have a hard time. I know a lot of names are running through y'all's head. If you're thinking about Darius Geist, if you're thinking about Jacob Hester, if you're thinking about Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Charles Scott, Keelan Williams. I mean, LSU's had a ton of great, Jeremy Hill, Kenny Hilliard, like great running backs. Travis Etienne is the all-time leader in touchdowns in ACC history. It's hard for me to grab one of the LSU guys and put him on there when you're thinking about what Travis Etienne did at Clemson. So I don't have any beef with that. Beck, you got beef with Leonard Fournette, Travis Etienne, and Dak Prescott?
No, I knew that whenever you started talking about the second one that it was going to be, I was thinking Travis Etienne as well because, like you said, LSU has had obviously a million really good running backs, but just statistics-wise, there was always at least 2 or 3, so none of them really dominated besides Leonard. And so, Travis Etienne, I wouldn't be mad about that.
3 wide receivers. These guys could play a little bit. Jamar Chase is on the list. Devontae Smith won the Heisman, so we'll go ahead and put him on the list from Alabama. And then they put Malik Neighbors, who became the all-time LSU receptions and yards leader, who was a vote shy of winning the Blitnikoff Award and was the 6th pick in the draft. I think that works out as well. The all-purpose is also a wide receiver. They put Odell Beckham on that list there. As far as, Odell was really good at LSU. He was. But was he better than Michael Clayton? I don't know about that. Now, Clayton was like 01. Can we go back that far? I don't know. Jarvis Landry merits some discussion here in this spot. Justin Jefferson merits absolute consideration in this spot. But they go with Odell Beckham as an all-purpose player there. So 3 of the 4 wide receivers are LSU, and then Devontae Smith, the one that got away from Baton Rouge there. Then offensive line. This is interesting because we know the positions that Louisiana has churned out. DBs, wide receivers, running backs have been incredible. And offensive line just really hasn't been. So for LSU, you only got 1 of the 5 offensive linemen, and that is Will Blackwell, who comes out of West Monroe. He was an All-American. It was really, really good on that 2011 team and absolutely merits discussion here as an offensive lineman. Then you go away from LSU. You've got Cam Robinson, who was a 3-year starter at left tackle for Alabama, a 5-star recruit. I have no issue with that one. You've got Osiris Torrance, who went to Louisiana Lafayette, was a great player there, went to Florida, was an All-American, and then was a high draft pick in the NFL. Cedric Van Pran just finishing his college career as an incredibly decorated center over there at Georgia. He comes from Warren Easton here in New Orleans. And then you've got Kevin Dotson, who's from Plaquemine, who signed with Louisiana Lafayette in 2015. I've never heard of Kevin Dotson, so I don't know who that is. I was thinking about some guys that I would potentially put on this list that went to LSU. Trey Turner was a great college player for a redshirt year, and then 2 years. Lloyd Cushenberry became a great center on a Joe Board-winning national championship offensive line who's from here. Will Clapp, I thought, was a good player. Certainly Lael Collins, I think, merits some discussion here as well. And then maybe we can't do that because he's not done yet, but Will Campbell's had a heck of a run, and he was certainly a Louisiana guy. So just a situation where LSU has had a lot of good offensive linemen from the state of Louisiana, but none that jumped into this box here. So on the offensive side, you're talking about 12 players, 5 from LSU, 2 from Alabama, 1 from Clemson, 2 from Louisiana Lafayette, and 1 from Florida, 1 from Georgia. I don't have massive qualms with this. I do have a couple on the defensive side. I probably would have put Trey Turner in here over like Kevin Dotson. I can read you the blurb on Kevin Dotson in this. It says the Plaquemine High School graduate started 52 games at right guard for the Raging Cajuns. It was a 3-time All-Sun Belt pick and a first-team All-American in 2019. He was a 4th-round pick by the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's an incredible run to be a 3-time All-Conference player, a first-team, an All-American, and then to be a high-round pick. Is it significantly better than what Trey Turner did? I don't know. I would suggest probably not. But look, give a Louisiana Lafayette guy a few flowers there. I guess that makes some sense. Hey, thanks for watching Hunt on LSU. Before you get out of here, do us a couple of favors. Hit that like button, leave your comments below, and subscribe to the channel for all your Fighting Tiger football talk. See you next time.